Okay, we're going to move on to the next section, which is star ingredient or / dish of the week. And this week, because we have you here, Ellie, it says this: reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
I'd say, first of all, we're going to talk about such things.
Okay.
Because it's kind of... because it's your thing and it's Martyn's... I mean, it's kind of my thing as well, in a way, maybe. I mean, it should be everyone's thing.
I feel like we could talk about leftovers forever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Crack on then.
Yeah, so when was the last time you reduced something? When was the last time you reused something every day? Oh, no, because you didn't tell us what your favourite thing...
Shall I whip it out?
Let's get it out.
Tell us about your dish. Get it out.
So,
what have you brought?
Get it out.
So, two of the most popular videos that I've done, one was about can you reuse pickle brine to make more pickles? Oh. That was the question that I always get asked, so I made a video on it. And how to...
Well, only just because I've always thought that.
Yeah.
And I've
She's
never...
gonna tell us.
I know, I'm excited now to know.
And there was another one, which was what I was referring to earlier, which was like my proudest moment because it's made the biggest difference, is saving leftover feta in brine. Okay, so you make a saltwater solution, and if you open a packet of feta, you put it in. And I've shared that video 3 times now, I think, and it's had millions and millions of views. And I know that everybody who started doing it, like the amount of feta that's been saved, I just feel really happy
Save
about
the feta.
that. Yes, because it goes off so quickly, and if you open it, you don't actually need much to make your salad, whatever, taste nice and feta-y. But if you live on your own, and then you have to have like quite a lot of feta, like 2-3 days in a row, and then you've
And there's nothing worse than getting the feta out of the fridge and going,
man,
it's all stinky, and it gets a bit pink sometimes too, doesn't it?
Absolutely rank smell that you can't get out of your nose. You know when you like have to blow it to try and get the
Yeah,
smell
yeah.
out? I can't bear it. And it's not about going mouldy or anything. It's an absolutely putrid smell. So anyway, putting feta in brine is obviously nothing new. People have been doing this for millennia.
Yeah, but people don't know.
But yes, so once you open it, if you keep it underneath the surface of the liquid, then you could keep it in the fridge for weeks.
Great.
And then I discovered that you can also do it with halloumi, which is brilliant, and it actually improved it loads and made it like a nicer texture. And so anyway, these have been really, really popular videos. And last week or the week before, I was like, I swear, it will say on my gravestone, all the best ideas start as a joke. Like that is how the best ideas start.
Great in a piece of frozen ginger. Stupid thing I did, and then it escalated. Yep, sorry, go on. That's beat me.
But when you start stop having any rules and just start thinking about things in a jokey way, then it's like actually just discover some good stuff. And I was chatting in my DMs with Helena, who was the head chef at Bubula, and she and we were kind of joking about the idea of putting both of those things together, and we're like, what if you put the feta in the pickle brine? And
That's a great...
It's like human centipede of like food.
basically, lads, I thought if anyone wants to try it for the first time, because I haven't tried it yet.
I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, it's a world exclusive.
We're doing it, and then I bought something to go with. Oh, something feels a bit leaky.
Great. Don't worry, we'll drink that.
Right, so I actually bought what was in my fridge because I was like, that's why I can't tell you what I'm going to bring, because I don't know. So I had something in there.
A brown paper bag.
And some leftover cream cheese. Some...
What's it?
No, they're those...
They're the ones you can eat though, aren't they?
Packing peanuts.
Can you eat them?
Yeah,
Do you know
made a corn up.
Do you know what I did? I didn't have an ice pack, so I filled this with water and froze it last night. So that's like a do-it-yourself ice pack.
Brilliant.
It's a freezer stasher bag, but
which is what
I
you made your
use all the
popcorn
time.
in
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
wasn't it? Which was a lovely...
But I just thought, well, if I freeze it and seal it properly, it can be an ice pack.
Who's that really posh nutritionist who did the boiled egg thing recently? Everyone always asks how I do my boiled eggs for meal prep. And she does it in one of these handbags, and I wondered what it was.
The reel that I shared yesterday was doing microwave popcorn in this.
Oh,
so you can put in a little tablespoon of popcorn kernels, microwave it, and then it's already in the bag. It's already in the handbag.
I bought myself a popcorn maker.
Oh, well.
It's really cool. Got it for
You
Noah.
won't need this idea then, Martyn.
No.
Is it the one with the the duck head?
No, it's the red one that looks like a fake one from like the cinema. They just like... Yeah.
Right, so I actually bought my NutriBullet as well because...
Goodness, great. What is going on here?
Because we might want to make something.
Yes.
Great.
What I was
brilliant.
thinking is
See, George, look how much he's bought from Bristol, and you travel up from Brighton.
Who needs the gym?
I always bring really light...
Of course.
I always bring really light things because I have to travel.
More for me. Like, this is...
Last week you had 2 cabbages on your nipples and one Savoy cabbage.
I know. Well, it's better than the week where I brought in dehydrated kale
Daikon up your...
and a thin plastic knife for my utensil.
I bought a flick knife as well. So, yeah.
A flick
Got
knife.
everything I need.
Oh.
Right. So,
hold that,
this is...
Nice carbon up and now there.
This jar... So what happened, right, is that I got these pickles. I had the empty jar. Then I got the fear, because I do a 10% brine solution for the feta.
Yeah.
And I got the fear that it wasn't salty enough and I didn't want to kill you. So I added some more salt to it. So
We've got good insurance here, don't worry.
350 mils of brine was
Yeah.
left in the thing. I poured it out and measured it, poured it back in again. And 15 grams of salt, which is half of what I would usually put in, but I
Yeah.
thought I'll add a bit. So it might be really salty, but we'll find out. So there's the feta in there.
And how long's that been in that brine
For 3 days.
Okay.
Okay.
So my question is, what is people's fear of reusing brine?
They just don't know if it because when you make pickles, they're like, do I need to heat it up again? Do I need to whatever? And what I have discovered is that if you treat it like fridge pickles, so they're not properly preserved, you can't keep it out on the side or whatever, but the jar is full of deliciousness and you can literally, like if I'm going away and I've got some cucumber left in the fridge, I'll just slice it up and chuck it into whatever jar. So sometimes I've got jars that are mixed up of actual
Mystery
dill
pickle.
pickles and some slices of cucumber.
Yeah.
Because when you get home, it's all the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah.
I used this, which is a Hamish Mrs. Ellswood's. This is a Lidl one, and the pickle juice wasn't as delicious. So, but what I thought,
Bad
right?
Little.
In
Naughty
the
Lidl.
little one. I find sometimes there's this incredibly sweet.
Yes,
isn't
but
it?
that's
Yeah.
why I bought it, because
Right.
what I thought we could do is I also had some leftover cream cheese, and in here is some leftover dill, and I thought we could whiz it up and make a dip.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah.
Because I've also bought some special crisps that I made.
Oh
my God, homemade
treat
crisps.
day!
You can have little nibbles.
And this really works because I
love
brought something in
homemade
as well.
Hang on, I bought a spatula.
I'm
Julia Clark.
plug this in so that.
So I'm just going to follow Ellie's recipe of a wallop of this.
All of it, because I don't want to take it back to Bristol again. So just chuck it all in. Let's peel the.
Sorry,
off.
chef. Yes, chef.
This is so exciting.
George, can you pick some non-skanky dill, please?
Yep.
And if you want to maybe chop it a little bit, then
Okay.
there's that there.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a hair in it.
No, there's not.
No, it's one of mine, I think.
Off your head?
Yeah, George's beard.
I vac-packed a hair into the food I brought with me last week.
That's all
Martyn,
right.
there's a hair in there.
You won't- the thing is, you wouldn't notice unless you saw it. If you ate it, you wouldn't go like, "Oh,
Oh
there's
no,
a hair."
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
And
Yeah.
then, so
Big long one.
how much? About that
shall
much?
shall we try a bit of it before we blitz it all up?
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm really intrigued.
Get
to
it in my
see
mouth.
How much it's?
Right.
Shall I whip out my thing as well? Because I think it'll be a quite good segue while everything's going on.
Yes.
It's
So
very
what we
short.
did, because we knew that you were going to be bringing
If I
in
was at home,
around the theme.
I might rinse it. But so if it is a bit too salty, bear in mind it doesn't need to be. We can-
Okay. Am I putting the dill in the NutriBullet
Yeah,
too?
let's
Yeah.
blitz it all up together.
Oh, look. So basically, I've been making loads of pies, and then when I was making pies, obviously you trim round the outsides, and then everyone always ends up chucking them. But all I did was just really crudely kind of like took all the bits,
Yeah.
and then just put them on the tray.
Love it.
Used up the last of the egg wash because you always have a bit of egg wash.
Yeah,
over it.
yeah.
And I used, I don't know how you pronounce it, togarashi.
Togarashi.
I
Yeah.
know the stuff
Togarashi.
you
Yeah,
mean,
sprinkle it on, and then you get little things. That's
Fantastic.
it. So I got some puff ones and some short crust, but they're all like little weird
Perfect.
shapes. Like that one.
Perfect.
Looks like a toenail.
That's good for scooping.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Here we
lovely,
go.
and it tasted the pickle.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, pickle feta.
That's great.
I'll tell you the other brilliant thing to do with pickle juice.
So,
That
Picklebacks.
really works, doesn't it?
yes. And that was another thing people were saying. There's never any pickle brine left. I just drink it. So, like you said, if you drink it and it doesn't get wasted, then cool.
Yeah.
But you
Skip-
don't.
skip
Then you
step
don't.
one.
But then you don't get to enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. I bought stuff too.
Oh.
I bought licorice pangrattato.
Oh!
Licorice.
So I just had some old stale sourdough and just toasted it and then dusted it with licorice root powder,
What?
salt and bit of brown sugar, bit of demerara sugar.
I guess that's sweet.
Yeah. It's nice, isn't it? And that
Really
on
nice.
like a bit of pork, kind of like,
That
soft
would have
pork
gone well
belly,
nice on that curry you did
What
at
bread was
River
it?
Coach.
just homemade sourdough. Just a bit of white sourdough.
That is absolutely
Yeah.
delicious.
But
Sugar
the-
before you put it in the oven or afterwards?
No, so I didn't put it in the oven. So I just blitzed up the bread in a food processor, bit of cold pressed rapeseed oil, fried them around till they were crispy, and then added big pinch of licorice root powder, big pinch of brown
I've
sugar,
never
big pinch
used
of salt.
licorice root powder. Now I want to get some.
It felt, It almost feels like not numbing, but it feels
It's
like
slightly numbing, isn't
yeah,
it? Yeah.
What is the numbing? The aniseed.
I guess it's the. What I mean is literally
drugs you
on
did
the
there.
licorice root powder. The ingredients are licorice root. That's it. So it's just ground up root. But what I think works with this, I think it tastes like, because you've got the sugar, you've got the licorice, and you've got the salt. It tastes like kind of Dutch salt licorice.
It's delicious.
What's there's also like the licorice bark that I remember going on a school trip once that you can chew.
Yeah, little sticks that you. Yeah.
So if I hadn't have added the extra salt, then you could use that brine obviously and not waste it. But I bought these from home as well because I thought we could chop some up and put them on the top as well. So that's the sweet one from Lidl, just to add enough. You can add, but you can't take away.
Great.
Yes.
We can always, if it's not whizzing nicely, then we'll add some more.
We'll fake it on camera. Don't worry about it.
And then I'm excited to tell you about these crisps.
You didn't need the neutral, but you could have just shaken it.
Great. At
It
cocktail
smells
parties.
quite burny.
Yeah.
I haven't used that for a while.
That's all right. Or is it?
Is that soft enough?
Does it need a bit more
do you want a bit
jizz? Sorry.
Say what you see. Say what you see. I think we're good. There's only like one. Do you want a bit more in there? A bit more.
What, does it taste like it needs something sweeter? Is it too?
Bit more jizz. Maybe. Too jizzy.
Oh my god, it's really delicious.
There's just a lump in there. That'll be all right. Right.
It's sweet enough, isn't it?
Should we
Do
serve
you know
it
what
on
it
this?
tastes like?
Yes, that's a
Do
lovely.
you know? I think you could market that as savoury icing. Isn't it though?
It is.
It's like
savoury icing. Oh, you've got plates.
Look at this. Look, I'll do a little bougie.
you made like
Can you-
a savoury vegetable cake. You could
And
ice
then
it with
if
that.
we want to do some
Bit more dill on
pickle
top.
oh yeah, and
Maybe
some
some
diced
of the
pickle.
maybe even a bit of that as well.
Yes,
Although,
diced pickle.
dicey pickle.
Finely diced, please.
Tell us about the crisps. You were going to tell us something about
okay,
those.
this is I'm really excited about. I love crisps more than anything else. You're right there, Mike.
I was just eating a lump of feta that didn't get wise.
If it's out of shot, it just.
It's having up my willy. Big old creamy dip.
Anyway, so I love crisps.
I've got one funny story.
Go on.
That's actually really rude. I won't say it.
All right. Tell us
Carry on.
afterwards. Go on, crisps.
I love crisps very much, and like I said, I live on my own, and if I open a big packet, it's really easy for me just to like scarf the lot. So I had an open packet of crisps that I had rolled up and put an elastic band round, and I remembered that I'd seen this thing. So do you know? I'm not sure how you pronounce his surname. Andy.
Pizzas.
No, from Bon Appetit Test Kitchen. His surname begins with B. I can't remember how you pronounce his surname.
Okay.
Anyway, he did this thing a while ago, which I saw, and these are normal little crisps, and you spread them out on a baking tray and you bake them again. So
Wow.
you end up with these like twice baked crisps. And then I made a spice dust with MSG and garlic and fried onions and nigella seeds and loads of different stuff, and basically made like everything bagel crisps.
Oh my!
Oh my God.
So if we do
I'm so
some
covered
fancy,
in feta dip.
This is going to be so New
Plates it
York.
up.
I see. I thought they were going to be homemade crisps. I got a nice little. My dad used to make homemade crisps.
my dad invented something called it was like a crisp factory, and you used to put a potato in the top and it would slice it and come out the end a packet of crisps.
Oh wow!
Proper
What
out-
invented
proper out
as in an actual
thing,
thing
yeah.
that was a product?
Yeah.
Wowee! Oh, well, my dad used to just deep fry them in the chip pan, and then I'd take my crisps to school in a plastic bag. And once I saw
love
another
that.
girl across the playground with her crisps in a plastic bag, and I was all.
Is that
because
your wife
people
now?
would- No. So, but I went over to her and I said, "Oh, does your dad make homemade crisps as well?" And she said, "No, I'm just not allowed a whole bag."
Bless
I
her.
know. I thought I found
sorry,
someone
but-
who's gonna.
Oh.
Look
Well,
at this.
while you're
epic.
dishing that up, we've got some food waste facts. So, ladies and gentlemen, while Ellie, while you're playing that up, I've just got a couple of food waste facts, and the first one is from the Felix Project. Roughly 1/5 of the food produced that is intended for human consumption every year, about 1.3 billion tons, is wasted or lost.
It's insane.
That's mental.
Yeah.
I always find it hard with these stats, like billion tons. I'm like, what?
It's hard to visualise,
Like,
isn't it?
Yeah.
What's a ton? Like a Land Rover, like 1.3 billion Land Rovers just being lost.
You can't even imagine it.
It says we waste almost 900,000 tons of bread every year, which is a mind-blowing 24 million slices every day. Toast, ale, Toast Beer Company. They make beer out of bread. Fantastic.
There's so many cool products now, mate.
Yeah. And in Europe, sorry, I'm reading all of these. Go on, George.
Shall I do that one?
Yeah, go on. Sorry, I was just
In Europe, 40 to 60% of fish are caught. Sorry. In Europe, 40 to 60% of fish caught are discarded because they do not meet supermarket quality standards. That is, well, I mean, there's the fish quota thing, which is ridiculous. But yeah, when things are thrown away, I remember I think it might have been a Hugh program where they were talking about the wonky, that's Hugh again, sorry, River Cottage. But we met him as well. I got a selfie with him. No one else did. Everyone else was like, not interested. Do you remember? Me and Meg got a selfie with him, and everyone else, and he specifically said, does anyone want selfies?
Ellie was still in the bed eating the tray bake. Put more on my face.
I just turned around and saw there's a book here called Things on Toast. You could have cheated.
I didn't even know. Sabotage. Just doing my market research.
Page 7 says ham.
Yeah.
Chapter 7.
I just wanted to say something about food waste and idiots on the internet. And I know we probably shouldn't give them any light of day, but I told you about that person on YouTube that started really going at me because I started drinking bean juice. Like, I just do it as a stupid thing. Like when I'm cooking, I'm just like, if you've got the bean juice, drink it. And I always go, the solution to food waste is eating.
Yeah.
And this person started going, I really think it's stupid you giving solutions for things like bean juice. Why don't you just put it down the drain or da-da-da? And I was like, no. It's the bigger picture. Like I kind of went in all like that. And then all of a sudden they started coming back going like, when have you ever heard anyone going bankrupt from not wasting food? And da-da-da-da. And then when it comes back to the Felix project and you go and work with these companies and you see the people that don't have enough money to even afford food, so they're just even the premise of wasting food that these people could have eaten is enough. It's disrespect.
Yeah.
And this person, honestly, I was just like, kept deleting these things going,
I know you should just say, rather than wasting your time answering me, why don't you go and volunteer for something? And
I normally do it when I'm on the toilet. So I was like, you've taken up my toilet time, so you're going to have a long message.
Like, that's fucking disgusting. I can't believe you. And they're like, for every person like you, there needs to be multiple people like me to balance you out. So
Are we allowed to swear? Yeah, fuck you.
Let's remind what we're eating. So we've got the everything bagel crisps.
Twice cooked
everything bagel crisps. With
the pickled feta and leftover cream cheese and dill dip, and then diced gherkin. I didn't put this crumb on yet.
No, I think also that's quite a strong
crumb on crumb
flavour.
It's so yummy.
I know this is going to be superb.
Salty sweet.
It's just like a big crunchy bagel in your mouth.
Exactly.
That's so beautiful.
That with a bit of salmon. George, you should have brought your lox in from.
Oh yes, that would have been great.
A little bit of salmon.
That's so delicious. I'm really hungry.
But if you've left your crisps open and they've gone a little bit not crispy, you can bake them again.
Double baked. It's like Heston's triple cooked chips, but you double fried, double baked, double cooked chips.
Good.
That's genius, delicious, looks beautiful. I think it deserves
a round of applause.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna have another one.